What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis took to social media today, and this is what he had to say about mental health. He said, boxers gotta stop using mental health shit just to get out of stuff. Yo ass just a bitch. Those are the words of Gervonta Tank Davis. Let me counterpunch. I think Gervonta Tank Davis, he's saying, you gotta, boxers gotta stop using that. Now, we could only assume that he was talking about Adrian Broner because he was the latest one, but he's not the only one that did state that mental illness was affecting their life, therefore they pulled out of fights. Like Ryan Garcia did last year against Fortuna, and other fighters as well. And you're looking at him saying that about boxers. I think it's geared towards a couple fighters, maybe one. Maybe he was referring to Ryan Garcia because we know Gervonta is good at saying something subliminally. You know what I mean? I think he should have really directed that towards one fighter to avoid the backlash that he may receive if he gives a damn. He might not care. But I'll say this, for everyone that does suffer with that, that's real. If you got someone that is under depression and they're mentally not right because of whatever's going on in their brain, that's not cool. For him saying I don't care, one thing he can't do any longer is ever go and put himself in that situation. You know what I mean? Because then he would look like the biggest hypocrite on the planet, and that's what happens. Because we do know of football players, boxers, a lot of people, especially soldiers in the military, shouts out to them, go through mental health of some type. Either they're shell-shocked or post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and it's a lot of things. Anxiety. It's so many factors of mental health, and I don't really like. And I kind of agree with Gervonta on a certain level that people just throw that shit around. Like, specify what's going on with you, bro. I mean, don't say, oh, it's mental illness. No. Specify, because that's a wide spectrum. That's just like this. That's just like saying, I'm a sex offender. That could mean any fucking thing. I mean, anything. You could be a child molester. You could have been with somebody underage. You could have pissed at a children's park, anything, you know what I mean? It could have been a wide variety of certain situations, so I think you should specify, and it is annoying when you do have people, though, that use mental health as a cop-out. Now, I get what he's saying, and I think, mental health, shit to get out of stuff, because you have two certain situations, like with Tyson Fury that talked about killing himself versus Ryan Garcia had a fight, and he got out of that fight due to quote-unquote mental illness, but then he was doing a liquor commercial the next day and talking trash like it ain't nothing, or the next week, rather. So it's like, I think people do use it now as a cop-out, and they shouldn't do that if they have nothing to do with mental health. Lie about something else. Say it's my arm or I got injured like you normally do. Don't talk about mental illness, especially if you have nothing to do with mental illness, honestly. That's not right, because it's not fair to the people that actually have this disease, or these forms of diseases when you're talking about mental illness or your mental health. Okay? Now, I do think he was talking about Ryan Garcia, but I think because he said boxers, it applies to Adrian Broner. That's kind of shitty, because once upon a time they were friends. So, I think at the end of the day, that is rather insensitive based on, him saying that about certain aspects of mental health. But one thing, again, Gervonta Tank Davis, since he's went there, he can never take that road of mental health. So at least you'll never hear it from him, regardless if he has it or not. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on Gervonta Tank Davis saying that stop using mental health as a cop-out, and all of you are bitches. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!